Network. He's also a former RCMP officer, 25 years, both in Canada and internationally. I want to ask you, James, what's going on behind the scenes right now? We see that they were amassing in one particular town, but what's going on behind the scenes?
There's lots of cooperation, investigative analysis of evidence that we covered yesterday from the crime scene. Obviously, the police have an idea. They know exactly who they're dealing with now. There's a huge cooperation happening behind the scene between various law enforcement agencies, not only in France, but with their international partners. Obviously, the work on the ground is very important right now. They do not need any more casualties. The police are worried about any more of their officers being hurt at this safely, and very cautiously, and they're tightening the net around them. They're using all of their tools at their disposition right now to try to locate this individual.
There's been conflicting reports, though. We see them amassing on this town, and I was looking at another unconfirmed tweet from another media source that said now they may be focusing on a forest also near this village. With all this information and misinformation going around, how do investigators narrow it down, as you say? How do they tighten that net?
They're using every techniques at their disposition, obviously, whether it's cell phone, internet. They're relying as well on interviewing that they've done last night with the different raids that they carried on with their friends, families, to try to learn as much as they can from them. These guys now, they had a plan yesterday, and it seems like their plan is falling apart. So obviously they'll try to reach out to possible acquaintances to help them possibly to get out of France or to hide somewhere. So they're trying to reach out to friends and to survive this event.
What is the likelihood of these two suspects being able to leave the country at this point?
It'd be very tight, in my opinion. It'd be very hard to do. The police in France, from my experience knowing what's happening behind the scene, the border point, and all the assistance requests from their international partners, there's huge cooperation happening, and it'd be very tough to get out of there. It's just a matter of hours at this point for these individuals to be captured.
You believe it's just a matter of hours?
I do.
Interesting. Just quickly, we have about a minute left. We heard yesterday from from yourself and also from another terror expert that they seemed very professional yesterday, but things have fallen apart now. Why is that? What's happened in the 24 hours?
It's hard to tell right now, but obviously they had a plan. They knew what they were doing. They knew who they were going after yesterday. And it's hard. Maybe they had accomplices out there that did not come through for them and their escape plans. Right. Possibly a problem they've ran into. Now with this third person that surrendered, obviously maybe had some role to do in this thing. It's very hard to tell, but it seems like they're trying to escape right now.
All right. How do you see this ending?
Hopefully with no one else being hurt, but it'll be they will be captured at the end. And the police will get the people.
Appreciate your expertise.
Thank you.
James Carmichael is VP of Risk Management at Investigative Solutions Network and a former RCMP officer.